Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 7 of Harmonia plugin tutorials. In this episode, we'll go over the compass tool and all the other useful features that it provides inside its menu. The compass tool itself, as the name suggests, is just a compass. But when you click on it, it opens a set of buttons and menus that speed up the process of creating Archviz scenes and help you manage any other scene you might be working on, not necessarily Archviz. Let's start with the compass itself. Underneath it, we have this slider called the north offset. In any architectural project, your plans carry the orientation of the building, with the north direction marked at the bottom of the drawing. There are two ways to bring that into your scene. If I look in the direction that north should be and open this menu, I can click this button to set north equal to the angle I'm currently looking at. Or, if you know the exact north offset for your project, you can drag this slider to the correct number and set your north from there. Either way, the value is saved into your Unreal project and can be submitted to revision control, so if you're working as a team, everyone will receive the correct north value once they update their project files. And once it's set, it stays. Even if I close the project and reopen it, north will be in this direction until I change it again. Next up is the Stats menu. Here we show you a summary of the stats that matter while you're working in Unreal Engine. How much VRAM your project is using, how much the system is using in general, your RAM usage, and your GPU usage. That becomes much more useful alongside the next item, which is the texture cap. We notice that when we're working as a team, sometimes a team member loads a really heavy texture, far beyond what the project actually needs. Rather than resizing it every time, either inside Unreal or outside in Photoshop, and then importing it back again, we thought it would be more convenient to cap the texture resolution for the entire project. And like the north offset, this is committable, so everybody on the team receives it once you set it. For example, by default, there is no cap, so the maximum texture resolution is 8K. We can check the current VRAM usage here, and then, if I set the texture cap down to 2K and open this menu again, you can see the VRAM gradually coming down. Granted, in this project we don't have a lot of assets, and we don't have many textures above 4K, so the difference isn't dramatic here. But on a big project, this is a real time saver, and it helps your performance too. Then we have a second cap, for renders and sequences. This means you can set your viewport to 2K while leaving your renders at 4K or 8K, so they still get the higher resolution textures. So you don't need to set CVARs or dig into project settings every time you want to change the texture cap. You simply leave these buttons the way you want them. The last item for this episode is the screenshot tool. By default, Unreal has its high-resolution screenshot, but to work with it, you first need to change the screenshot delay, then set your sample count, and you still have no easy way to change the destination folder. To make that whole process easier, we added this menu. You drag a slider to set the sample count, and for this example, I've put it at 50. Then you set the resolution to 2K, 4K, or 8K, and the aspect ratio, where auto is whatever you're seeing in your viewport. And then you set the destination folder, which is where the screenshot is saved. So by clicking Take a Screenshot, the engine freezes for a second, and after that, you can open the folder and see your screenshot at the resolution that you asked for. Here, it's 2048 by 866. If I set a different aspect ratio, it respects that, so this value changes. Taking a look at this one, it's now 16 by 9, at 2048 by 1152. You'll also notice that when the screenshot is taken, we get a pop-up asking whether you want to open the folder or dismiss it. The naming is convenient as well. If you're not inside a sequencer, the name is simply your project name plus the date. But if you take the screenshot from inside a sequencer, the name becomes the name of your sequence, followed by the date. So this one says Harmonia Demo 04, and the rest of it is the date and the hour that I took it. And with that, we come to the conclusion of this episode. In the next one, we'll explain the presets, the sun calculator, and the tools menu. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next episode.